Hey Slayers out there, TTM Shadow Slayer here, and welcome back to a Kingdom Hearts discussion video. In today's video I'm going to explain how Roxas and Xion are connected to Sora. This was suggested to me by a friend of mine called Aubrey from the Kingdom Hearts Facebook fan group page, which I will link in the description below if you want to come join. This is quite a complex topic, as it spans across many games and it's complicated in general. I don't know how Tetsuya Nomura ever even figured this out. He's a genius. But yeah, anyway, in today's video, as we know, Sora's heart is tied to so many others in the Kingdom Hearts universe. Two of these people being Roxas and Xion. Now Xion, Sora never even really met, which is kind of confusing really when you think about it. How can his heart be tied to someone who he's never even met? Well, at the end of Chain of Memories, Sora's head was filled with loads and loads of fake memories, which, when he saved Naminé at the end of it in Castle Oblivion, Naminé just said that she would fix his memories, but to do that she would have to unlink all the chains of his memories and fix them back together. Now when she did this, Sora's memories were scattered, and when Vexen from Organization 13 created Xion as a puppet to collect hearts for their ultimate goal, these memories found themselves inside of Xion, as she was just completely empty, and his memories were looking for a new host when they were scattered, and Naminé was linking them all back together again. And when Naminé, Diz and Riku found Sora's nominees, once they tracked them down, Riku sought out Xion and tried to convince her to come with him to go and see Naminé, so that he could link Sora's memories back together, so that he can then do what he had to do and complete his destiny of saving all the worlds from darkness and stopping the organization. And eventually Xion saw sense that she had no choice but to sacrifice herself to do this. But when Roxas tried to stop her, she knew what she had to do and she fought off Roxas. But Roxas ended up eventually destroying her, and when Xion sadly died, all these memories scattered from Xion and wove their way back into Sora's mind, waking him from his sleep. And from his memories being shared with Xion, the memories that Xion ended up having from her time in the organization with Roxas and Axel, they also ended up going inside Sora's mind. So from this, his heart is connected to Xion's heart, which she ends up growing. Even an empty puppet, as Diz said, can grow a heart. Or Ansem the Wise, really, not Diz. Even an empty puppet could grow a heart, and she did from bonding with Axel and Roxas. So now that I've discussed how Xion is connected to Sora, we're now going to go on to Roxas. Now the way Roxas is connected to Sora, in Kingdom Hearts 1, when Sora became heartless by giving his heart to Kairi to bring her back to life, he ended up becoming a heartless, because we know what happens when people lose their heart, they become a heartless. And as Master Yen Sid explained in the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2, when somebody becomes a heartless, if their will is strong enough, a nobody is created. So when Sora became a heartless, his nobody that was created, because obviously he's got a very strong heart and will, his nobody is created, this nobody being Roxas. And if you're wondering why Roxas looks like Ven, when Ven ended up being plunged into darkness and falling into a deep sleep, his heart sought out a resting place, a refuge, if you will. This refuge being the young boy Sora, which we saw in Birth by Sleep. Sora accepted Ven's heart into his, and when his nobody was created, because Ven's heart is so strong, which is also inside Sora as well, those two hearts almost merged, if you will, together. So the reason why Roxas looks like Ven is because Ven's heart was residing inside Sora's heart, which is why the nobody of Sora looks so much like Ven, which is why Roxas looks like Ven, and That's how Roxas is connected to Sora, via his heart. Roxas's heart is Sora's heart. And that is why Roxas looks so much like Ven and is connected to Sora. So I hope this has clarified some things up for you lot out there. It's still very complicated even though I explain it. My dog is barking in the background. Izzy, shut up! I'm trying to record a video here. Oh, I'm sorry guys. Okay, so I'm just going to break it down as much as I can now. Izzy, will you shut up? Okay, Slayers, I'm going to be back in just a minute. Alright, sorry about that, Slayers. Okay, so I'm just going to break this down now to be brief and simple. Xion connected to Sora. She harbored his memories when they were being reconnected together, gave those memories up. Her memories became Sora's memories. Boom, Xion's connected to Sora. Okay, Roxas. Sora took in Ven's heart as a kid. Sora became a Heartless when he gave up his heart to save Kairi. Because Ven is inside of Sora, Sora's nobody is Roxas, and Roxas looks like Ven because of Ven being inside Sora. So that's the smallest way I could break that down for you. I hope this has clarified some things for you lot out there. If it has, just leave a like. If it hasn't, let me know what you didn't understand and I'll try and clarify that up for you in the comments. If you enjoyed today's moment, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next chapter.